Hi, I'm Paul Darley, and thanks for tuning into our June and July issue of Inside Darley. This past month, we lost a real legend at Darley, and Reg Darley, who passed away at the age of 90, very peacefully, surrounded by his family. And Reg was just a magnificent man. He ran our catalog division here at Darley and was the vice president for roughly 50 years. And he was the last living generation, second generation descendant of our founder, William Stewart Darley. So we certainly miss Reg and thank him for all of his contributions. And prior to joining Darley, he was actually a journalist. And speaking of journalism, our first attachment here today is on our thought leadership essay competition, which is taking place. This one is on the importance of recruitment, retention, and DEI, which of course is diversity, equity, and inclusion within the fire service. So we have a June 30th deadline. We've got a lot of prize money available, and we'd encourage you to put together an essay on that. Speaking of recruitment and retention, the Memphis Fire Department just recently bought one of our FLAIM Fire Trainer systems, and I'll tell you, if you're not familiar with this, you really should check it out. It's virtual reality. It's really taking over the entire world, and certainly the fire service is no exception to that. So with our FLAIM Trainer, you can go in and we can measure how long it takes you to put out a fire, how much water you used, how much foam you use. We measure your heart rate, your breathing. You feel all the haptics with the pressure of the hose and some other interesting things. And Texas A&M was curious about it, and they just put our FLAIM system through a very detailed test. And our second attachment here is actually a test report that just came out of Texas A&M, or TEACS, their extension program, which is really loaded with jam-packed with information on the efficiency of this. We've also attached for you, the third attachment is an NFPA article from their summer journal that just came out titled A VR Roadmap, which talks about how virtual reality is getting integrated into the fire service. And if you're interested in checking that out and try it, you can try it at the Illinois Fire Chiefs Conference here down at Champaign, Illinois, June 2nd through the 4th, or at the NFPA Conference in Vegas toward the end of the month, or the Metro Chiefs Conference in Columbus, Ohio, all in the month of June. So check that out, and if you'd like a personal demonstration, reach out to us. We'll be happy to arrange that for you. We were also in Washington, D.C. last week, pushing that legislation, or meeting with legislators on how we incorporate that doctrine into our overall training. And with that, too, we took time to visit our legislators and encourage them to continue to support the SAFER Act and the Fire Act grant, the AFG grants. And they were very receptive, despite all the talks on debt ceiling and all the rest. We've got over 100 of our employees and partners coming into town next week for our annual Darley Defense Sales meeting. And with that, we're going to have some great speakers, including two of our board members, Wilson Jones and General Ray Palumbo, are both going to speak on leadership. So we're excited to have those. And I'll tell you, we've got an amazing group of leaders, both in our outside sales force as well as our inside sales force, who really go and support our warfighters. And most of those folks are veterans. In fact, our last article that we've attached for you is a Forbes article called The Curious Secrets to Hiring Better Salespeople. So pretty interesting stuff. And this is written by a dear friend of ours, Jim Vasilopoulos. And Jim and Jan Rutherford together run The Leadership Podcast that we've been the exclusive sponsorship for a long time. We'd encourage you to go to that and check it out, or you can even go to their website if you're not into podcasts. Go check them out at theleadershippodcast.com. And in fact, episode 360 is about reputation is perception. Character is the essence. So some neat stuff there. So thanks for tuning into this issue of Inside Darley. If there's anything we can be doing to support you, we hope you'll reach out to us.